for some football here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. Today we're treated to an entertaining preseason contest. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. With Brock here, I'm Kate Scott. Happy to welcome you to week 2 of 3 here in the preseason. Now this is the week, Brock, where a lot of players, they're not just fighting their opponents out there anymore, but they're fighting each other for the roster spots remaining as we look ahead to the final week of the preseason.
Yeah, that's well said, Kate. And every coach will say the same thing across all 32 teams. Don't count numbers.
Yeah.
Don't look around the room.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody else. Just worry about doing your job. But when you're outside the top 40 or so, you know it. You know you're on the bubble, and your performance in this game really matters.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. This makes it up to the 25. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
People who get stuck on the last name or draft day fall will lose sight of the QB that this guy can be in the NFL. Confidence is a funny thing, especially from the outside, to judge what it may look like, what it may sound like. But I know this, you got to have it to play in this league.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Browns a first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They kick the running back in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
From the 42. Finds a man right side. They'll limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
We'll go play action for Sanders. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Play action, Sanders. Gets everything he has under this throw. That's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. You come in as a significant underdog, Brock, in somebody else's building. You know how essential it is to have a good start, and these guys did just that.
Yep, you're the weaker guy in the fight. You need to make your first shot count. Make them think about it. They've seized the momentum, really given themselves a fighting chance. Now they just got to do it consistently.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Avery Williams on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 48. He takes it himself. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Hurts now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Shotgun snap for Hurts. The throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Hurts yet again. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. And again, here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
That's good for another Eagles. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And he's got it. It's in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. They'll motion a tight end left. Barkley. And he gets finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. To return, Jerome Ford. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to the link right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Sanders going to throw here on 1st. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Working out of the gun, Sanders. He's got it over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Finds his man over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was merely room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Connecting on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
And the Browns first down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
To the air on first down. Sanders dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Sanders back to throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on fourth down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Hits him on the in route. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Option play. They give it to Barkley. He's at near midfield and still going. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles in need of some points before the break. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Hurts. Completed over the middle. And this is pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Hurts on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Hurts now from the gun. They'll try and run this. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for another Eagles.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. But let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 14, Browns 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Browns taking the field with barely any time left in this opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. On 1st down, here's Sanders. Hauled in left side. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Number 3, Jerry Jeudy. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. This time they'll keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. Green grabs the head. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's Sanders now. Finds him over the middle. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Looking to throw. It is Cup, left side. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Brings up second down at the 50-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. To the air, Sanders. Throwing for the end zone. This to the back of the end zone. Oh, but he ran out of room. Incomplete.
Defense.
Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down.
An 18-yard attempt.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. So just a 1-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports Halftime Reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Hopkins has it on the tee, and he's ready to send it flying. Shipley now to return. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
Yeah, that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Let's get to that wide complete. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 37-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Breaks the tackle, Greengrass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
That's a 24-yard line.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First and 10, here's Hurts. Completed to his running back. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Dude, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. you've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
This is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Barkley has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. With Sanders out of the pistol. He'll get this to Tillman. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action, Sanders. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Browns first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled. Well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running the 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
Sanders now on 3rd down. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns start the 2nd half with some needed points. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
The Browns keeping the offense out on the football field. They want two here.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for two in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Here comes Williams on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
On 1st down, Hurts finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's got it up to midfield and into Brown's territory.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the Browns' 46-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Hurts throwing again. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Running back sent in motion. Back to throw it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Another one for Junkins. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Browns.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to it. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Another game to Junkins. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Here's an important kick now for Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, 52 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Shipley now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action, Hurts has it. He finds Brown right side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one and kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Hurts now from the gun. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Short pass brought in. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. It's a sneak. Hurts. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Now Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles down by only 3. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the pistol, Hurts. He can run it. And they bring him down around the 34.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. To throw. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Still on the move. Coming to the line for 1st and 10. Motion man left is Brown. First down around with Barkley. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. They give him 4 yards before he stops, Bronk. Good 2nd down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. It's in him, Gronk. It's a gain of 5. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
Looking to throw it. And he will score. Give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
24.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Things going well so far. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Here he is to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Setting up to pass. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. He'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Going again here, Sanders. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.